Giant hairy horn. Sounds like something Gladius. Oh, stop me. Stop me from making these jokes about when the boys are camping. It's early. Is it too early for a camp? It is. It always surprises me. I know it's quite stereotypical of me to think this, but like Gladiolus reading is always the one reading. He's the only one reading out of all of them, and he looks like the one that, I don't want to say he's a meathead, but he's, you know, you've got people like Ignis and Noctis in a group who are obviously, I don't know about Noctis actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Noctis is kind of not coming across as very smart actually. He comes across as not ignorant, but he comes across as pretty naive, I would say. I feel like he's probably the youngest. I would suggest that he's even younger than Prompto. I remember this now. They get out and you have to fight them. It's pretty good. It happens a bit too often, I think, if I remember. And the battles aren't particularly difficult. I say that now. These are super easy to fight. Should they be this easy? They're like easier than those dogs. There we go. Look at that. Just go from behind. Just like Gladiolus at camp. Let's go from behind.
The game is up.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but there's another one.
It's just for you.
There's another one straight away. This is odd. I don't remember it being like this. Right, let's get on with it. Let's.
Thanks.
Again? Where? Do you know what? It's so weird. Like literally, what, 5 minutes ago I said that I do remember it happening a lot, and it is happening a lot, and the fights are super easy, just as those two things that I predicted. This is something that is happening a hell of a lot. Why is it happening so much? Why aren't any of them striking me? And they're all kind of like just bunched together. It is such a weird thing to be doing regularly. Music's come back now. That means... Oh look, no, there's another one right over there. It's weird. It's not uncommon for a Final Fantasy game to be about crystals, but they did sort of drop the whole crystal thing by about Final Fantasy V. I think that might have been one of the last ones they did the crystal thing on. 6 I don't remember being about crystals. Was it? Probably was a little bit. 7 wasn't about crystals. 8, 9 wasn't about crystals. 10 wasn't. They sort of had to try and ditch the yeah, because it was getting a bit sad, a bit predictable, you know. But I feel like they've gone back to it in this game. The whole save the crystals sort of thing. It's just like, come on, just think of anything else. If you could just think of anything else that's worth saving. How's the gas? Fine. Yes, I think on 5, I think Final Fantasy 5, the crystals shatter at the beginning of the game or something, and it's just a way of saying, look, promise we're not going to do the crystal thing again. But then the game is kind of about crystals still. By 6, it becomes about something different. I think they call it Magitech, and then by 7 it's
Well, this must be the outpost Sid mentioned.
I don't know, it's like the Earth's core or something. They managed to
know something.
They managed to squeeze some kind of better, sort of more applicable meaning to like the actual kind of world that we live in. It sort of makes a bit more sense. It feels a bit more believable. But just following around like or protecting crystals just feels a bit childish. Open. Huh? Did I open it or what? Okay. I feel like they didn't do any kind of rotoscoping with the running, right, for this game. That is a weird run. You wouldn't run like that. It's really weird the way they. They're so clumsy as well. They're sort of like drunk almost. Or like. What's in there? Little cove. Get out of my way, lads! Lads! Get out of the way. Dead end. Oh, okay, get out of my way, please. It's a locked door. Jesus Christ. Get out of the way, lads! Oh my god. Get out of the way. What is it? Sure. Wonderful. That's great. That it just allows you to warp out so quickly, rather than having to. What game was it that did that? I think like Final Fantasy 1 would have you finish a dungeon and then walk all the way back out, and you just sometimes would get killed on the way out.
Finally.
Giant hairy horn. Sounds like something Gladius. Oh, stop me. Stop me from making these jokes about when the boys are camping. It's early. Is it too early for a camp? It is. A bit of drive-in, then think about camping later, because I don't feel like camping at 8 AM. That seems a bit weird. Just go straight back to, what was her name? Emma? Haley? Georgia? What was her name? Monica, it says it right there.
Ready for this?
I am.
Biggie, what's the best way to hurt these
Whoa, we've never seen that thing before. What the? Whoa, 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 let's get the hell out of here. Whoa, 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 this is gonna kill us. Yo, this is gonna kill us. This is gonna kill us. Let's get out of here. Yo. What the? What the hell was that? Where's Ignis? Is he alright? I don't think Ignis survived. Where's Ignis? There he is.
Feel groggy when I wake up in the morning. You could try going to bed at a decent hour.
The banter. The banter between the lads. It's crazy. Get a camp inside.
I'm gonna pitch the tent.
Get camping. The boys. Alright. Should be more on the menu than that. Grease Monk. God, he calls him a Grease Monk. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Is that the name of the mechanics? Sid's Mechanics. Is it called Grease Monkeys? Or is that the name of the... Probably the name of the cafe next to the mechanic. Anyway, we know what we're doing. Creamy fowl, please. Not my kind of thing. I'm sure it tastes good, but that's just not my kind of texture. Looking good! He's always looking good, to be fair. Look at that t-shirt he's wearing. Looks like a goth metal sort of doom band, doesn't it? It's an interesting sideburn. Might give that a go in real life.
This one's pretty good. I know.
What's he doing? What's he doing? I don't remember hanging out with him at night time, so what is he doing? It looks like he's been caught short, doesn't it? Ah, long way to the campsite, he's thinking. You boys go ahead. Just gonna nip in here for a few minutes. Lots of great pictures of Core.
The gang's all here, see?
That's great. Love it. Love it. Love it. No, no, no. Oh no. I was supposed to save that. Oh god. Is there a way to go back? Oh no, that's really horrible. That was a really good picture. Press circle by accident.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
That's really annoyed me. It's really annoyed me.
Anything catch your eye?
Something cheap? Nah.
Thank you for your patronage.
It's all good. Cheers. I mean, I am a prince, and I cannot afford your food. If a prince can't afford your food, maybe you should consider lowering your prices. Just a thought. Not a businessman, but if I were a businessman, I would think to lower my prices a little bit. Charging 4,000 gil for a bit of fish, when I've got a fishing rod, so I can gladly catch the fish for you. Will you lower the price then? Would you pay me? You should pay me then to eat at your restaurant.
Camping. Again.
Well, you got a problem with camping?
What's his problem? I love camping. If you don't like camping, then don't play this game. That's my opinion on it. Not touching it though, is he? I think he's waiting for Ignis. Ignis is he's already finished his. It's his favourite meal. You can see there's the plate on the table there. Noctis is just holding it in his hand. I think he's sort of why aren't you eat? Why aren't you eating, Noctis? He's just waiting for it to cool down a little bit. So it'll be cold by the time you eat it. He's waiting for Ignis to go to bed so that he can chuck it into a bush. This is when you get the airship, I think, Final Fantasy 1. Am I right? No. Or is this Final Fantasy 3? Right? Opening theme. Main theme. Yeah. That's right. It is right. Main theme for the first game.
I need a hand. Thing is, it's too dangerous for your average Joe. That's where you come in. I'll make it worth your while.
I'm fed up with jerking this guy off. It's so annoying. I like that they've kind of not remixed, but they've re-recorded the original songs. I think they sound really good. Final Fantasy 1. Can you believe it? Omatsu, right? Nobuyu... how have I forgotten his name? Nobuyu Omatsu? Absolute genius. Real inspiration. Alright, move on. I can't listen to this song because I've heard it so much. Why am I getting mullered?
Watch the enemy's movements. Got it.
Can't see anything. Watch the enemy's moves. I can't see a thing. Can't see a bloody thing.
I was just thinking I could use a few extra hands for catching frogs, to be precise.
What?
Wait, what? Frogs?
Nah, some nonsense. Let's do this one for now because it looks better. Looks tastier. Take it back, it looks horrible. Careful with that.
Well, the line did look kind of old.
Lost it. Shit. Okay, quit. Oh, God, I think that was it as well, you know. What are they talking about? She's not happy with the way things are going. He's sort of avoiding eye contact with her.
You see this, Noct?
What about it?
Talking? It's like she's having to explain why she cheated on him. Look, he's trying to walk away. He's not having it, look. He's not having it. And she's chasing after him. She's trying to sort of... But now she's seen what she likes. She's having a chat with Ignis now, look. Ignis is going to try and sort of be the man in the middle. They're going to try and get them back together. He can't be bothered, though. Gladiolus wants to get involved. He doesn't like what he's hearing. Like, Ignis is trying to be a consoling ear. And she looks like she's pleading. She's pleading. Can you please talk to him? Can you please try and win him back for me? I've really messed up. He looks like he's done something in his pants.
You see this, Noct? What about it?
I think it's doomed. The relationship is doomed. They should move on. Should start dating Ignis. Gladiolus has had enough. Battle music from Final Fantasy 1 should easily get you in the mood. The lads are... Look at how he's driving. Look, he's a proper nerdy driver, isn't he? That's how I would be if I could drive. I can't drive, so I can't say anything. Hopefully there'll be some things on the way.
What the hell? Something's amiss. Come on.
It's funny, isn't it? Because when you play the other kind of Final Fantasy games, there's no kind of real sense of how big these things are, especially when you're playing some of the older games. Yeah, and this feels like you're hunting like a dinosaur, which is insane.
Hold up.
I think this is actually my favourite part of the game. When the going gets tough, who is the leader? It's Gladiolus, isn't it? It's not Noctis, it's not Ignis. Is it one of the best side quests in any Final Fantasy game? Probably. It's a really good side quest. It's just really exciting, I don't know. Just beautifully... It's just beautifully made, this side quest. You hate to think of this thing eating chocobos, don't you? You hate to think of that. But as you and I all know, chocobos are the most lovable creatures in this game, and you want to defend them. Imagine if he was tearing to pieces Moogles. Little Moogles. I don't think they'd allow that. I think because chocobos are sort of chicken, you can imagine it's probably a protected species, perhaps like swans are protected in the UK because of the Queen. The King. The Queen doesn't. She doesn't live anymore. The Queen isn't around anymore. The camera angles are terrible. Do you know what? He's already lost. Oh, we did it. Okay, we did it. Good. Where is he? What are we looking at? Come on, Gladio. While he's down.
What can I say?
Alright, that was easy. This is probably one of the latest camps for the boys. What are we looking at? 3 AM? I'm not up for just continually collecting Ignis's Tinder profiles. I want more group shots. Boys hanging out. Just looks awkward as hell all the time.
And now hold on to this one.
I'm gonna keep that because he looks like he's smiling at him. Look, it does. It looks like he's smiling. I mean, I used to live in Southend, in Essex. Sometimes when you go out at night, you want someone like Gladiolus. Doesn't mean you're looking for trouble, but if something does kick off, you've got Gladiolus there to back you up. It's the sort of guy you'd want hanging around. Ignis is good if you're kind of on holiday and but you're going traveling and you don't really know what you're doing. Ignis is probably sort of person that would speak a little bit of the language. He'd have some good recommendations from good sources, and he'd probably be just a valuable asset. I think Prompto's there for the laughs, and Noctis is the one bringing in the ladies, bringing in the men, bringing in the attention. Not with that picture though. He's not photogenic. Even there, look, he just looks miserable. What are you doing, Ignis? Oh, he's drunk. Ignis is drunk. He's had too many. Whoa, Ignis, bro, calm down, bro. Should we play a game? Let's play a game of, what's it called? Chicken. Let's play a game of chicken. Game of chicken with this guy, look.
We're practically running on fumes at this point.
Oh boy. And Noctis doesn't usually take the wheel, but I just... Can we turn around? Is that possible? Can I turn around? Can I turn around? Can I turn the car around? What's going on with this? So weird. I saw in the camera. I don't know, it looked like in the camera there was someone behind me, and I checked and there was no one there. Was there someone behind me just then? Let's check that out a bit later on. Creepy as hell. Ghosts obviously don't appear on camera, do they? Otherwise we'd have loads of evidence. And we don't have any evidence, really. There are more cameras around nowadays than any other time. And we don't seem to have caught anything worthy. It's just, yeah, it's Final Fantasy IV. I thought so, yeah. It's Final Fantasy IV. Fantastic. Arguably one of the best. Could it be in top 3? It's in a lot of people's top 3. It's in a lot of people's top 2. Some people would consider it the best. It's not. It's not the best, obviously. But it was the first time things started to get a bit more serious, I guess. Although you could argue some of the story in Final Fantasy II was pretty serious. Final Fantasy 1 story is pretty kind of run-of-the-mill, sort of D&D, sort of... There's even dwarves and elves in that game, which is crazy.
It's like we're warping to another dimension.
Wasn't quite
Where we'll end up.
clear what they were doing with the game at that point. With the franchise. They didn't know it was going to be a franchise. Final Fantasy, the game Final Fantasy comes from... The game name Final Fantasy comes from the fact that the company Squaresoft at the time was about to close
This
down.
place is pretty big. Haven't enjoyed the city
And
life in a while.
They even got a cable
Sorry, I just let
car.
these guys
I'd
talk.
like to see where it leads.
Yeah, it was the company was about to go bust. It was about to close down. They were literally seeing this as their final attempt at creating a game. They decided that they would throw all of their last ideas. It was the last kind of minute pitch to try and keep the company going. And that's why it's called Final Fantasy.
Getting hot out here. Just need to pull in somewhere cool.
Yeah.
No, they sound like Sims. They sound like those like Sims when they like talk or sing. What the hell? What for? That's great. We're up to level 21. That's mental. Does the game just push you along at this stage to be like, come on, do some of these other side missions, please? You're now leveled up to do it. The lads. Yes, please. The lads. Just do it right. But why do I have to go with her? Why can't I go with the lads? You.
This almost feels like a date.
She does, she fancies him.
Or your brother would kick my ass.
We better keep it quiet then. And besides, you already have Lady Lunafreya.
What's she playing at? This woman.
The others are probably back at the hotel by now. Let's join them.
I shouldn't have egged her on, should I? Why would you... of all the times to think, oh, I'm going to flirt on him now, while his missus is presumed dead, like, her city was literally attacked, like, what, a few days ago? His dad just died. I know what they say about, like, death and funerals, that can kind of bring out a certain energy, let's say, in people. Perhaps she's taking advantage of him. What's happened to you? Just thinking about his next drink. Don't feel sorry for him. I feel like he's done it to himself, really.
What are you gonna do when we get to Kayam? Haven't had fun like this since we were kids. Thanks, Noct.
Let's make light of the subject.
It's hard work babysitting. Better bring the fellas next time.
What do you mean, babysitting? Talk about ungrateful.
It's a good little sidestep.
I bought today,
Because she
it's
was
for
getting
you.
a bit...
But it's a surprise, so you're gonna have to
She
wait.
was getting a bit horny, wasn't she, around him, and I don't like that. He's got a woman that he's trying to get to, who's in trouble, and
Hey, look
she's
who's back.
trying to change the subject. But
Talk it.
I don't think we should save that photo, because I think that's going to come back and haunt him at some point.
Gramps is seeking to secure new supply channels for merchandise.
Supply channels. Okay.
To that end, we'd negotiated a deal with your fellow hunter, but he went silent on us. Maybe he got cold feet, maybe he's a cold corpse. If you meet him, could you ask him if the deal's still on?
Sound very good, does it? Sort of that kid's got a mouth on him. This is one of my least favourite world map musics in all of the Final Fantasies, this one. Final Fantasy IV. I think it's just, I spent a lot of time leveling up on this game, and I just... Let's have a listen, see what's wrong with it. Repetitive. Not the best hook. It was kind of lazy. Can't remember where it goes because it's a high encounter rate, so you usually actually, I think that's probably what it is, you usually only get to this point. That's what it is actually, I've just realised. Because the encounter rate is so high on Final Fantasy IV, particularly if you're on the world map, the music just continually resets every time you finish a battle. So you actually never get to this part, unless you're just sat there. Let's see where else it goes. Is that something I want to be fighting right now?
Big enough for you?
Christ. Do we want to do this right now? What level is it? 54. Get the hell out of here.
No way we're taking that thing on.
No, no, we're not. We're not. Let's get the hell out of here. Run! That'll do for tonight. As I said, it might be the last stream I do of Final Fantasy 15. Leave something in the
Just
comments
about awake.
if you want me to continue. And yeah, I'll gladly play it if people want to watch me play this, but for now, I think I'm going to give this a rest.